Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you with that late-breaking WrestleMania 31 news. It seems that from watching a lot of the WrestleMania 31 prediction videos that I've been checking out here on YouTube, I am all fired up. I am off of work. I spent a lot of time at work today watching a lot of people's videos, just trying to kill this last day. It drug by so slow. And it seems that a lot of people in that Intercontinental Championship ladder match are really thinking that Daniel Bryan is going to be the winner of that match. Now, honestly, with looking at the WrestleMania 31 card, a lot of people before today were thinking that it was a lock that Roman Reigns was going to be winning the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 31. Now that Brock Lesnar has announced live on SportsCenter to everyone in the world that he is staying with WWE, his days in the Octagon fighting for UFC or maybe jumping over and fighting for Bellator are in the past. They're long gone, way back there. They're not coming back. Basically, that sort of opens the door for a lot of things. WWE has a lot of guys that a lot of people look and see as main eventers, and basically, that's not a bad problem. If you think of the Attitude Era, you had your Stone Cold Steve Austin, you had your Rock, you had your Undertaker, you had your Triple H, you had your Kurt Angle, you had all of these main eventers that were working up on top, that you could switch back and forth to have a killer main event as well as a semi-main that if you gave it a good storyline, people would believe in, and basically that would keep them chugging along down the road. Now, you know, WWE has been trying to get a lot of guys at the top, and those are the guys that you can see in this Intercontinental Championship ladder match. You can see your Wade Barretts, you can see your Cody Rhodes, you can see your Dolph Ziggler's especially, but Daniel Bryan, a guy that honestly a lot of people look at shouldn't even be inside of this match, is going to be wrestling for the Intercontinental Championship a year after the fact that he won the World Heavyweight and WWE Championships in 2 matches on WrestleMania 30, beating Triple H for the chance to go on to the main event, and inside the main event, beating Batista and Randy Orton with Triple H at ringside and Stephanie McMahon. He overcame every single odd in the world in order to do this. Now, a lot of people are thinking that Daniel Bryan could win this match easily by looking at WWE's constant, string of the way that they like to book things. WWE on SmackDown, they basically had Dolph Ziggler beat Daniel Bryan inside of the gauntlet match that they were running, and then turned around on Monday Night Raw. Everyone was watching Dolph Ziggler versus Daniel Bryan, thinking that this was going to be the even Steven booking that so many have seen in the past before. One guy beats one guy on SmackDown, turns around, the other guy beats the other guy on Monday Night Raw, and everybody is even. We're all tied up at 1, and when you go on to the pay-per-view, all is, basically forgiven, and whatever happens, happens. That's the match that's going to break their streak. One guy doesn't look better than the other. Now, so many people can look at, what happens on the Raw before WrestleMania or the Raw before pay-per-view. If the babyface gets beat down and left laying, he's going to win at the pay-per-view. If the babyface prevails and makes himself look really strong, he's going to lose at the pay-per-view. It's just all about perception, about, how will this guy overcome the odds? I really think that there is some pluses in the fact that if maybe Daniel Bryan wins the Intercontinental Championship and John Cena wins the United States title, you have Brock Lesnar as your World Heavyweight Champion, or you could have Roman Reigns up at that top spot. But basically, with these main eventers in your mid-card slots holding these titles and trying to make them more prestigious, you could go on and have main events of B shows in smaller towns around the nation. Dolph Ziggler versus Daniel Bryan, where they get this main event spot. The people know that the match they're going to be getting is going to be great, and the Intercontinental Championship really could become the wrestling's championship that it was in the past, when you had your British Bulldogs, when you had your Bret the Hitman Hart, when you had your Shawn Michaels, when you had your Mr. Perfects, your Macho Mans, I was going to say Tito Santana, but Tito Santana never won that belt. But, you had the guys that really could wrestle and give you the best wrestling match of the night, and it meant something because they were going after a title So many times you'd have Hulk Hogan who had everybody in the palm of their hand. He could come out and do the Hulk up, and he can rip the shirt and all of that. But once he got into the ring, it was all about, sports entertainment. It wasn't about wrestling, and that's what made the Intercontinental Championship. And hopefully that is the pride and respect that a feud between Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler will bring to that title once again.